Alright, there we. Oh my. Wow. Hey yo, wait. Hey yo, chat.
Did
Can
you
you?
fix it?
Yeah. Yo, wait. Let me see. Let me see if they can see me real quick. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Guys, my fault, bruh. The reason
There we go.
we were doing,
Okay.
we were like 2 questions in, and I noticed chat was still saying that, like, yo, when are we gonna start? I'm like, what the hell? I didn't press the go live button, bruh. That's my fault. Basically, you ain't missed much though. The first 2 questions for Rag was basically how Rag's been, how he's been doing. If you want to go ahead and say it again real quick, Rag.
Yeah. I'll go back over it. All right. So I've been good. I've just been working. Hanging out with the family, enjoying Thanksgiving, just having a good time.
And as for working on layer 2,
All right. Yeah. Was
yeah.
layer 2 stressful? Like, yeah. So, like I said, the initial planning phases, like those were a little stressful because we weren't really sure how we wanted to, like, bring it to scale. And what we really wanted was something we could like expand on, like Ark talked about dungeons, I mentioned that, and then we wanted to have like a system where we could add endgame content that we could add like lots of it, or like add like different sections of it. So it's like, if we ever do a layer 3, then it's like, oh, okay, we have this system set up to where we can expand on it. It's not like it's not like we have to like stop it where it is.
All right, expanding, and I mentioned a layer 3. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna get a lot of people, a lot of people thinking. But all right, that sounds great. Moving on to the next question: how confident are you and like the dev team on like layer 2 and it like succeeding and doing well?
So like, I'm not gonna like play into this question too much, or questions like this, because it's like, what am I supposed to say? Of course I want it to succeed. Like, it's my game. But
Right. Yeah, I mean, true.
I think at the end of the day, like, the question's like, of course I'm gonna say it's good. Like, I
Yeah.
think it's good.
Hey, he thinks it's good, Josh. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Again, you're just kind of supposed to flex, but you know what? Yeah, I like that. So actually, a big question a lot of people have been wondering was like, what's coming like after layer 2? Do you have like any plans or ideas on where you want to take the game afterwards?
Yeah, after layer 2, we have some like small plans post layer 2, but we're gonna get to those after like our holiday break. We're gonna go on like a break after we release layer 2, where we're gonna be around for like bug fixes and balancing. But for the holidays, we're gonna let everyone who works on the game, just like go enjoy the holidays with their family and stuff.
All right.
And then we'll get back to it.
Next question. Any changes to Chime? Like, what's gonna happen with Chime, progression-wise, I suppose, or in general?
Chime's gonna get like a small reduction in EXP because we're changing the EXP curve to be a little faster.
All right.
So Chime will just like have slightly less EXP, and that's about it.
All right.
I don't know if there's any other changes to it. I'll let you know.
All right. Next question. What's happening to Trav 1? Since a lot of people were wondering, like, yo, based off the things Ark was saying, is there any potential big changes happening to Trav 1?
Big changes to Trial of 1. It's just gonna be like, just like Chime. It'll be changed with the new progression and all that.
All right.
Not too many changes outside that. Nah, I wouldn't say many changes outside of trying to fit the new progression.
All right. But so you can like say that it is staying in the game though. It's not gonna get like.
Oh,
removed.
of course. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Next question. Will there be any buffs to like tempo through like cards or equipment at all?
I can say yes for equipment potentially. However, that's still something we're like willing to like change on, depending on like how the balance of it plays out, Because if like equipment having tempo is like too strong, we could remove that.
Okay. Will there be any adjustments to the player limit for the server? Will like increase or decrease? And if so, by how much?
We're gonna be able to see how this looks like after, you know, update goes live and goes to scale. So depending on like, you know, how like the servers are doing after release, we can look into like increasing or decreasing if needed.
Okay.
So I can't give any like direct answers on that yet.
All right. Yeah, because like layer 1 was like 16 players for a while. It used to be like 25, but now it's like, you know, you kind of notice it's kind of feels like there's a lot less people you run into in layer 1.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking about layer 1, are there any plans to change the way you like escape layer 1 of the depths, or like any changes to the trial itself? Because
what does Ragoozer think of the children that
trial
have been affected mentally by his games?
But we're gonna have to see about like actually making the trial default more difficult, because like, you know, with layer 2 coming in, you'll actually have to escape layer 2 as well on higher level characters. That'll become part of the escape process. So,
oh shoot! So like you're gonna
we need to see if that's difficult enough. If layer 2 is difficult enough, then you know there's no reason to change the trial.
So you're saying like, let's just say like I'm in like an overworld gank and like I like get sent down, like I might have to do a layer 2 as a trial itself.
Well, it wouldn't be trial. It would be you're sent to layer 2, get out of layer 2, now you're in layer 1, then you get out through the trial, like you would normally.
Oh shoot! So you have to do layer 2 and then go to layer 1 and then escape. Yep. Oh shit! And damn, you could be sent. Okay, all right. I kind of want to ask another question, but we'll keep up. We'll keep up for now.
Go ahead. Nah, you can expand on that a little.
All right, so yeah, expanding on the idea of like being sent down from the overworld, right? Like, would this be maybe like a system based on like drowns? Because I know a lot of people were thinking like, oh man, my character got like 40 drowns. He's going straight to layer 2 if he dies. And those are my thoughts too. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it would be based on drowns. So like, just because you're max level doesn't mean you're going straight to layer 2. You know, it would have to also be based on drowns, because if layer 2 is meant to be really difficult, then we can't just send you down instantly.
Yeah, because like if there's like a new player, he just hit like power 60 and get sent down to fucking layer 2, bro. It's like it's wraps.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's damn. I didn't even think about that. Wow, damn. Will there be any live events after layer 2 drops, like the shark or rumbling?
Yeah, so live events, usually it's just like, oh, we have an idea, like someone on the team is like, oh, this would be cool, and then we like do it. Live events are pretty spontaneous. There will be like more in the future. We want to do those, but they're not like planned, you know. They're just like spur of the moment, hey, this would be really cool, let's do this week, and then we do a live event.
Damn, so you guys are able to make a live event in like less than a week. Y'all be like, fuck it, yo, let's just do this.
Usually live events usually come from like a lot of inspiration for something. So, yeah, usually it's like weekly plan stuff, like whatever we get together and talk about at the beginning of the week. Because, you know, we do our weekly patches and stuff, so we get together and we're like, okay, what do we need to work on this week? It's like, oh, someone has this cool idea, let's see if we can get that in.
All right. Also, would you say like the Halloween event was kind of a live event, or was it like more like
kind of? It was pretty spontaneous, because you know we don't do like holiday events for every holiday. We, you know, like all the devs on Deep love Halloween, so we were just like, hey, let's do a Halloween, like that'd be fun. So you know, we just like thought of some stuff and we did a Halloween event.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Y'all just be like, yo, fuck it, yeah, Halloween event, why not? All right. Any new changes to the combat since the last direct we did?
Not really. Since the direct, it's been pretty much the same. Because you know, once that change was made to it, I felt like that kind of addressed most of the issues.
Okay. And what happens if the community doesn't really like the PvP changes?
I love you HMHs who have a stack of rumbles.
Oh, well, we'll have to see.
Alright. On to the next question.
Have to see what they think.
So a while ago, like, you mentioned the light magic while you're playing, like, Elden Ring. Do you think that'll still be an attunement in the game eventually? Because you did say it would one day eventually
I feel like I talked about this at some point, but I said I wouldn't make it an attunement. I'd probably make it like an oath. Because I thought that'd be cooler. Because it's like, light magic is special. And since, Claris is like the only person who uses it, I felt like it'd be a cool oath.
Okay.
And it will be. Because y'all will see it.
Okay. Alright. I like the sound of that. Okay. Would you say that you're comfortable with the current difficulty of the game post layer 2?
Post layer 2. Yeah, I'd say it's like decently difficult.
I turned off donos, don't worry.
Like, as difficult as our games always are. Difficulty is like, it's always been a part of our game, so if it's too hard, we can look into that, but, we always expect it to be pretty difficult.
Pretty
or at
tough?
least decently. Yeah.
Alright, because I won't lie, a lot of people think the game right now is kind of easy mode. Like, it's kind of like, I mean, you go down to the depths, you escape in like 2 minutes maybe. Maybe like 7-8 shot the enforcer. Like, But alright, I kind of like that. I like that. Are there any new plans for new enchants?
New enchants? Yes. We got Fino cooking up some new enchants.
Alright, I like that. Okay. New enchants. Nice. Any new reworks for the AI of mobs, like the King Jellyfish?
So, King Jellyfish, we know that's been, like, highly requested. So, we're gonna try and get, like, a model we can animate for King Jellyfish. And then, like, actually get him, like, a proper rework. But in Layer 2, a couple existing mobs have gotten some changes, along with some, like, unique variants.
Okay.
To, like, kind of spice them up a little.
I see. So similar to like the variants that we kind of like the lightning squibble, for example, or is there like?
A little more than that, like a little more than just like lightning, But some of the changes are just to the base mobs, like some have gotten new moves, things like that.
All right, that's exciting to hear. Any plans on changing like shipping or sailing, or just like I guess boat movement / combat as a whole?
Yeah, so in Layer 2, we really wanted to like make controlling ships a lot easier, like just make them feel a lot more responsive. So we made the ships a lot more responsive, we made them a little faster, and then we made cannons a lot stronger and easier to use. So hopefully like ship fights are like more fun and engaging.
Yeah, because won't lie, I do not see anybody ever using ships for combat.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully with like cannons actually being like a strong option, that might change. We'll see though. That is something we want to focus on like post layer 2. We want to make sure like ships are fun, because it's a game in the ocean.
Sea-based game, yeah.
Exactly.
How do you feel about each weapon type in layer 2? Like light, I guess, medium,
like
heavy.
Balance wise.
Yeah, I guess, or general fun as well.
Okay. I didn't. Okay. Ark just DM'd me because he's watching the stream. He said, I needed to let y'all know that, like, the cannons are mouse aim now.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that. I just wasn't sure if he wanted me to say that. So cannons are mouse aim now.
Mouse. So, like, you can just, like, click and then it would just, like...
Yeah, you aim with your mouse and you click.
Oh, okay. Because I'm not gonna lie, aiming was horrible, bro. It was so laggy half the time.
Yeah. So now you can just, like, point and click.
That's cool.
So that should make them a lot more fun to use. So, what are you asking about? You're asking about weapons?
Yeah.
Like weapon balance, or?
I guess maybe like general things like, oh, I prefer heavy, but I feel like heavy's kind of weak right now. Blah 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 blah.
I mean, I've always liked medium weapons. Medium weapons always been my favorite, like no matter what. But if we're talking like balance, I'd say they're all pretty sufficiently balanced. Like the dagger change we implemented with NLAG, like that was supposed to be for layer 2.
Right.
Because originally that was like a response to what was it? So you know how like if you parry and you get hit, you don't automatically get your parry back in the layer 2 combat. So daggers were really strong with that change. So we had to like give them NLAG so they couldn't chain together as many hits. But we're always looking to balance the weapons depending on like the data we get and what we're hearing from players.
Okay. Oh, that's great to see. Are there going to be any more factions in the game?
Any more factions? You mean like lore factions?
I guess just factions in general.
Like the divers and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much just pull factions from, like, any existing lore we have. So, if it exists in the world, we'll, like, try and incorporate it into the play space for the player. Just depending on, like, if we think it fits. I mean, that does tend to factor into, like, how many factions we throw into the Etrian Luminant. We're just like, hey, would this actually make sense here? Or we try and find a reason why it could make sense, why they might have motivation there.
Like lore-wise and shit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. Will the anti-cheat be improved? Because I know a lot of people immediately, first, like, thing I always hear is like, yo, exploiters, are they gonna ruin layer 2?
The anti-cheat is always being improved. Like, the thing is with anti-cheat, it's not... I think a lot of people get this idea that anti-cheat is this thing you make, and then it, like, always, like, keeps exploiters out, or it keeps them all out, or it keeps none of them out. Anti-cheat is, like, a constant fight between the coders and the cheaters who are making these exploits, you know? It's, like, always a constant updating the system to, like, try and make it better. Because they're always finding workarounds, and we're always finding ways to patch those workarounds, you know? So it's not as simple as, oh yeah, it's just new anti-cheat is out. I think Call of Duty recently had something like that. It's like, oh yeah, we have a new anti-cheat, and then, you know, there were still exploiters in the games.
Even like Valorant still got exploiters I hear from time to time.
Valorant's pretty good about it. I've seen a couple cheaters, but like, I can only say I've ever seen like 2 that were obvious at least. Otherwise, I haven't seen a ton of cheaters. So maybe Roblox will come with a better solution for cheating. Because I'm pretty sure they hired some third-party company to start working on anti-exploit, so hopefully we'll see something from them.
Yeah, it's like the people who worked on like the Fortnite anti-cheat, I think, from what I heard. Which, I don't know how good it is, but hopefully we'll make it somewhat better. On to the next question.
As for layer 2 and exploiters, it shouldn't be a worry because it's an instance, you know, since it's a dungeon, right, yeah. It's instant. So it's like, if it's just you and 3 of your friends in layer 2, it's not like an exploiter is gonna ruin your server. So that was something we looked for with instance content in layer 2 because we wanted exploiters to not ruin the new experience as much.
Alright, I think this question was already answered, but any new origins in any foreseeable future?
Any new origins? Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. We love the origins feature. Like, the origins feature is like one of the coolest things I think we've like actually put into the game, like just throughout the year. So we definitely intend to expand on it for like post layer 2 content. And you can obviously expect to see those as like random weeklies and stuff like that. We really like them.
Alright, next question. What are your thoughts regarding the removal of Reservoir from the game?
Reservoir? I think it's a good change because my main problem with Reservoir is that it doesn't really serve its intended purpose, and it kind of just becomes late game. It kind of doesn't do anything. Like, you know, it's like once you're strong enough, it stops, or not even strong enough. Once you have like enough like resources on you, yeah, like frigid prisms to just like keep you capped off most of the time, then like it doesn't even matter. So it's just kind of a system that I feel like doesn't do its job. It just kind of exists. So I felt that replacing that with tempo would be a much better system.
Is the gritty ever coming to Deepwoken?
You're gonna have to ask Dex. You're gonna have to ask Dex that question. Dex is working on some animation that well, Dex and Ed are working on some animations that'll be coming soon.
So finally some new emotes or something like that.
Yeah, I think they will.
All right. Will the bank ever have a use?
Maybe one day. Maybe at some point. It will.
Right. Do you think that the next like big update will take as long as Layer 2 did?
Can't really say. We don't really do release dates. We just release it when we think it's finished, you know?
I see. Because I remember Archmage was like, nah, I probably won't. You know, we got it. And I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't think it will, but...
Like, you never know.
Like I said, I don't like to do promises because things come up, man. You know,
Right.
all the developers have lives. Like, things don't always get done, like, as, you know, we would like them to sometimes. You know, things come up. So we just work on it as we can. Everybody does their work, and we put out the updates. I think that's why the weeklies are so important, because it's, even if these big updates take a lot of time, the weeklies, like, they provide pretty much constant feedback to whatever the players are saying. We try and implement, you know, we try and implement content throughout the weeklies too. So we try and make sure players aren't going like remember back in Rogue, like updates, there was no updates between the big updates.
Yeah,
there wasn't even balance patches back then, you know? We just had the update.
It'd be like 3 months, and then there'd be like 2 bug fixes, and like Cameo got 1 less life or something like that. That was
it would be like super outdated balance requests that, like, you know, the community did ask for like 2 months ago, but then like at that point it's like not relevant anymore. So it was definitely like a weaker system for updating the game. I think what we have now is like a lot more positive, and people, you know, they tend to feel heard.
And then for the final question from the list, what will you do if like Layer 2 flops or isn't enjoyed by the community?
I guess we'll have to see. I think they'll like it.
All right. And yeah, that covers pretty much all the Q&A questions from the list. You're free to also...
yeah, let's get some chat questions. Do you have a delay?
Nah. Delay's like 2 seconds.
I've been seeing the chat. I don't know. It seems like there's some delayed response. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I don't have it live or something.
Let me look back. Maybe I'll look back.
There we go. I just updated it. Should be good now. All right. Yeah, I'll take like... I'll say 3 questions from chat, and then I gotta go, because I did tell you I had to head out. I just didn't want to dip on you too soon.
All right. You want me to pick, or are you going to take a look at them?
I'll take a look. I want to see
Alright.
if there's any like real cool questions. And I also want to find questions that I can like elaborate on and not just say yes or no, you know?
Alright.
How is the new progression gonna work? Okay, I'll elaborate on this one a little because it's... Oh, wait. Oh, I was idle in game because I was like reading your chat.
Yeah. Disconnected.
New progression. For 1 sec, let me rejoin the game while I think about that. New progression, it's pretty similar. Like, it's not that you progress differently, like, you know, like what you're doing. I mean, there are new things to do, but it's mostly like, you know, like how far you progress and like how your character is built up. So, you know, I don't know if this has been leaked anywhere, but a way we wanted certain stats to be distributed, like health, scaling, like damage scaling, things like that, ether, like, you know, the max, like stuff you would just get from talent cards and stuff. We made it so there are these things called stat packs that you get. Here, let me see if I'm correct on this.
You want me to like display anything in game?
No.
Alright.
No. Because, you know, game stuff isn't totally final. Okay. So we have these new things called stat packs or traits, and you get them every level. And basically, you can like choose. It's like, oh, I want to be like a really tanky character, but I don't want to do a lot of damage. Like, you know, you can actually have like trade-offs now where you opt for more health instead of more damage, or you could like, you know, go like a glass cannon route where you're really squishy but you do a lot of damage, or you do a lot of like elemental damage. Sorry, they're called traits. Sorry, stat pack was the the in-house like
old name,
development name. Yeah.
All right. That'll be pretty interesting to see. I'm kind of interested to see how what builds will be created. I'm not gonna lie.
You get 12 of them total. So it's not every level, but you get 12 total. So it's like, you know, if I want to go some like mage character with a ton of ether and a ton of like mantra damage, I could do that. So mostly I think it just lets you like kind of have more customization with your character, which I think is really cool. All right. Let's see. What other questions? Is there a proper way to enter the layer other than dying? Kind of like how whirlpools take you to layer 1 without having to die. Marionette96 asked that. Is there a proper way to enter the layer? Yes, there is a proper way to enter the layer. There will be some new NPCs to talk to that kind of give more information on the divers that you'll want to talk to if you want to find a way into layer 2. All right, let's do one last one. Here, Aga, you pick the last one.
I picked the last one. Oh,
yeah, you pick the last one, bro.
Yo, okay, wait a minute.
Don't respond to Edgar, bro.
Yeah, I see him spamming the chat. Oh, damn. Let me see. Let me show you.
Actually, I want to answer this, and then we'll still answer yours. Question:
Right.
What is the favoritism with HP from talent on attunements like Ice compared to Lightning? The truth is, like, there is no favoritism. They were initially randomly rolled, which is why they were like poorly balanced. All right, go ahead, Aga.
I guess I'll take a question. Let me see if any YouTubers are in here. Get a question from a YouTuber. Besides Edgar. Alright, question from Supa. Will there be any obtainable races or something similar to edicts in the future? So like maybe also tie this into regalias or something like that. Anything new with that? So.
You mean like a long-term permanent progression?
Yeah, that or like any way
Okay.
to. Oh, go ahead.
I don't want to say there's like unlockable races or edicts, like, because those systems are like, you know, very different. But there will be kinds of permanent progression coming with layer 2 that you guys can expect. And I think like I like the idea of edicts, but I would need to think about like a way to do them better in Deep, because I think the idea I wanted to implement in Rogue, and I would want to implement in Deep with like an idea of edicts, you know, is like very, very challenging but permanent rewards. So do you know about the Vidmaster achievements in Halo 3?
I do not.
Okay, so Bungie was the company for Halo 3. Or they were the game designers.
Alright.
And they made something called the Vidmaster challenges, which were these like Xbox Live achievements you could get, and they were really, really difficult, and usually had to do them with like a couple friends. And they would give you, if you did them all, you would get this like legendary like armor, like cosmetic that everyone wanted, because like cosmetics back then you couldn't even buy. So everybody wanted this helmet. It was called the Recon helmet. So they would do these like really hard challenges. So if I could have maybe even like limited time challenges, like, you know, you have a month to complete it, and then like you have this thing forever, and like it'll never come back. But you know, like you completed the challenge in that amount of time. I'd love to do something like that. I really like exclusive unlockables. I think those are really cool, and they show it's like, oh hey, I played this game, and like I have this stuff that like nobody can get, nobody can buy it. Like it's just mine.
Like
forever.
some rare shit.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
All right. That's pretty. It's pretty cool. I think actually there might be one more question that might be worth talking about because you mentioned it once, and I kind of want to see how it progressed. It was from Revolver Ags. It's regarding PvP in Layer 2. Is there a way to invade Layer 2 instances like Elden Ring?
We weren't sure on how exploiters might ruin the game with the invasions, so I think we might do it at a later date, but we definitely don't want to have it at release because we want people to be able to like progress through Layer 2 first.
Well,
and
like
then like we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, and then post Layer 2, we might like, you know, after we get back from holiday and stuff, we might be able to see about implementing it. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes, because like if we think it'll totally ruin the experience, then it wouldn't be worth adding.
Oh, I mean, at least like, well, I mean, I guess for PvP, if you want to really send someone to their death, you could just, I guess, kill them in the overworld if they have a lot of drones, if that's correct.
Yeah.
Alright. And I think that's pretty much, that's pretty much going to be everything for today then, I suppose, huh?
Yeah. Hey man, it was great talking to you.
Yeah, man, it was cool doing this stream.
Oh, I also want to mention that there is going to be like some more details coming out on Layer 2 soon, like that people can like look at and get more information on what the update's going to be.
Like the progression and stuff, right?
Yeah. It'll probably be coming to the Twitter in some sort of thread. So be on the lookout for that. And I'll see you later, man.
Man, you have a good one. I'll maybe talk to you another time, bro. Just one-on-one this stream.
Got you. Sounds good, man. Take it easy.
See you, bro. All right, and that's everything for the stream today, boys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude. Do a 1v1. Think I can run ones with the tunes. Yeah, let me ask. These lazy devs didn't remove Goblettos. Who's up in the server? Yo, Archmage, yo. Where'd he go? Yo. How about it? We run some ones. Where'd he go? Full spec. Let me see where he went, bro. Yo, run ones. Run some ones, man. Yo, let me show you what my character has, bro. Actually. Wait. Okay. My fault. Yo, wait, let me go run it up, bro. Yo, we gonna run it up. God. Yo, I'm in literally 300 ping, bro. No. Well, here's the answer from the man himself, bro. No ones for today. Any message for the people at home? I got my keybinds on. Brush your teeth twice daily. That'll be animal. Alright, bet. Before I end it off, bruh. Look at this beautiful island, bruh. Do you guys remember if before I end the stream, I want to show you guys something. And I'll end you guys off with this. Take a look.
And if you click,
look at this area.
Click, you'll faint.
Watch this.
Tell them how to switch weapons.
Yeah. And you can also switch stances for your weapons by pressing Y. So you can do one-handed, do combat.
What is that? Oh, Deepwoken. I gotta remember it's 3 a.m. Layer 2 is real. Damn, it's bright. Alright. That's gonna be all for today, boys. It's a cool little location, bruh. Cool little spot. Is that up front? What the hell is that up there? Whatever. We're gonna be leaving this for now. Appreciate you guys all coming out today. We're gonna end the stream while it's at 3K people. There you guys got a bunch of good little information, a bunch of little leaks and stuff. I wish we could have done the whole entire shit just in layer 2 itself, but it's as good as it's gonna get, bruh. I appreciate you guys, and you guys have a great day, okay? Happy to catch you guys later. Peace.